Oh my God, what happened? Did he hurt you?
Hey, she's fine. We're fine.
She doesn't look fine.
Are you ready to die over this? Seriously?
Is this how you want your hike to end? Hi, I'm John Hamm. Over 100% of all domestic disputes are just two people trying to work stuff out. You getting involved isn't gonna help. You don't know what's going on. I don't care what you think you see, just keep your eyes down and keep walking. For more information on how to not get involved, go to www.don'tbeahero.com.
When you're on a date, who should pay?
I know. I mean, that's what I told them. You know, I'm sorry.
But-
I would say I'm dating. We're dating.
But here's the-
gentleman here.
Here, okay. He's supposed to pay.
Yeah. That's
You're
what I told them.
but you're supposed to have sex with him whenever he says.
No. Whenever Walt
What's
wants,
where?
right?
But where does this double standard come from? I'm sorry, it's the reality. You guys can moan at it all you want, but the moment you say to a guy, you have to fucking pay for my time, you're saying this relationship isn't equal. This relationship isn't equal. My time is worth more than yours, so you should pay for it. I wonder what paradigm that sets up.
Yeah, hey, yeah. Woman don't owe you shit with your dusty Tims. Can't pull up to a crib 'cause you bought a din. Hold outside with your ting, like let me come in. Not even by the hairs on your chinny chin. Yeah, woman don't owe you. Yeah, woman don't owe you shit. Boy, woman don't owe you.
Hey guys, you hear that? Women don't owe men anything. No matter what you do, they don't owe you anything. So guys, don't take them out on dinner dates. Don't pay their bills. Don't buy them gifts. They don't need us anymore, guys. This song, did you hear the song? They don't need us for nothing. They're free. They can do whatever they want. Bros, just focus on yourself.
Can we ask the zodiac signs real quick?
Oh my God, no, bro.
Please.
No, bro. That shit
guess?
does not matter. It is not true,
guess.
bro.
I like when people guess.
Yes. Okay.
How do y'all feel when girls be saying that though?
I feel like a lot of the shit that you say is gonna be in fucking valid. That's exactly because it's like this. If you wanted to guess my sign and I told you, you say, "Oh, I think you're a Cancer," and I'd be like, "No, I'm a Taurus."
Are you?
Yes, I'm a Taurus. Do I act like a Taurus?
You do.
I do?
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking Taurus.
You said something coming.
That's crazy.
Talk about this because you really can't be a man of value or consequence if you're out here moving sexually irresponsible. We're going to get into it. Jumping in all kind of freaky situations, not understanding the long-term possible ramifications to your brand, dropping babies all over the place, mishandling situations with people you're having consensual sex with, ghosting women after you hook up. Hello?
Aparte del cuerpo, tú haces que mi vida tenga más sentido. Haces que yo quiera estar contigo. Tú eres como el agua clara que llueve del cielo.
Cabrón.
Te quiero porque quiero que me quieras, porque como tú no hay nadie más que me quiera soñar.
Chinga, qué pedo. Tranquilo, güey. Tranquilo, güey, tranquilo.
Con mis deseos en cuestión de piel.
Tranquilo, güey, tranquilo ya. No te merecía, la neta. Es mucho.
Yo, what's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? Your boy Killer Kawaba. Welcome to another episode of Men Operating Reality. All right, guys. Sorry I didn't get a chance to come and do Make Time Monday yesterday. My sleep struggles have been crazy, so I was kind of tired, passed out for the allotted time. But we are back on here. Welcome to another episode. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are being safe. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know next time I drop, as well as if you want to help grow this page monetarily, you can donate to the Cash App, which is on the bottom below. It'd be much appreciated. All right, guys, we're going to get into it. As you can see in the thumbnail, whatnot, they try to shame men who are quote-unquote Sigma. Now, I don't necessarily subscribe to the whole alpha, beta, sigma, whatever. But if I was to subscribe to that, it would be a sigma male. And I don't feel like they get talked about enough. Everybody always talk about alpha this, or everybody talk about beta that. Now, I do make fun of those type of men, beta males. I'll call them beta. But sigmas don't really get talked about like that, so I wanted to talk about what being a sigma male is, as well as kind of talk about the shaming tactics that some of these people might say about sigma males or whatnot, and then show video examples of these people making a case to why men should be Sigma and leave these modern women alone. So we'll get started. We'll get started by first going to Anthony Spade. This is where I heard the term Sigma male from Anthony Spade, dope content creator.
Businesses today aren't the only ones looking for help.
That's the difference between an alpha and a sigma. An alpha always put themselves in debt just so they can look better than everybody else. But sigmas, today I'm going to be talking about what's the difference between an alpha male and a sigma male. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, watch the entire video, comment at the end of the video. And if you haven't subscribed to my second channel, who is Anthony Spade, the link is in the description. All right, today I'm going to be talking about what differs from the alpha male and the sigma male. All right, you have a lot of guys out there when it comes to this question, everyone's like, oh, there's no such thing as sigma males, or alpha males do this, or a sigma wouldn't do this, and a sigma wouldn't do that. First, we're going to start off by saying this. Sigmas are not betas that just sit in the house. That's not what it is. Are we introverts? Yeah, but we're not betas that sit in the house. Understand that. Sigmas are way more active than an alpha, and that's what we're going to go over today. But first, I want to talk about alphas. This is what you have to understand about an alpha. You're not alpha unless you can get somebody to follow you. I'm going to say it again. You're not alpha unless you can get people to follow you.
I definitely agree with that.
If you don't run a business and you're hiring people, or you're the leader of something where people follow you as a whole, you're not alpha if you do not have followers. Just because some of you may be inside of a fantasy where you think you're tough and you think you're brawling because you go to the gym, or you may drive a nice car. No, if you do not have any followers at all, that's not going to make you an alpha. Alphas have to have followers. Alphas are the leaders of the pack. That's what you have to understand. When it comes to sigmas, we don't bow to anything or anyone. What do I mean? What I mean is we don't hold no responsibility for anyone, nor do we dedicate ourselves to anything. In other words, if we get in a relationship and the woman pressures us for marriage, bye. It's over with. That's simple. We go to do business.
All right, my bad. Just trying to make sure it was going through, because you know how sometimes these, these streams like to go. All right.
Business and somebody tries to lock us in for a contract for a long period of time, regardless of how much money it is, we'll walk away from it because we don't want to be obligated or bond to anything. Alphas are different. When an opportunity presents for them to grow, they would take advantage of it. But Sigmas will risk popularity and money just to stay humble. Understand that, because we don't want to be bound to anything or anyone. Next, we're going to talk about the core values that are different, all right? There's 3 values that you have to follow, all right? The first value is silence. Silence is probably a Sigma's best friend is silence. Why? Because we really like to pay attention to what's going on, all right? We're not an introverted person that just sits in the house all day and says nothing. That's not what we do. We still go out and live life. We still go out and do things. It's just that we're not the loudest one in the room, nor are we trying to congregate to be friendly with everybody. We're not the type of person that goes to the grocery store and stands in line and keeps conversation going. We don't do that. 9 times out of 10, when people are talking to us, we keep our answers short and sweet. But we're still out in public. We're still out maneuvering. We're not hovered inside of a house. But silence is our best friend because we gain power logically, which means that we absorb what's actually going on, not what's being told. You have to understand that alpha is constantly running their mouth. Alpha is constantly showing you who's the greatest because the alpha can take control over weaker human beings. So that's where betas come in line. Alphas control betas. What do? We sit on the outside and watch the alphas controlling the betas. And we say, hey, as soon as the alpha tries to come over here on our end, we say, listen, don't come talking to us like them. Go back over there, bro. That's what a Sigma does. See, an alpha going to challenge their environment. An alpha male is going to tell a beta, listen, you will get it. But when an alpha get to a Sigma ain't said enough to release any power. So a lot of alphas, they try to bait us out of conversations, but we're quickly to shut it down to where they know, like, all right, we ain't going to mess with him. They skip us and they go to a beta male that they can argue with. See, Sigma males firmly believe that if we don't say anything, you'll find somebody else to mess with. You'll find somebody else to get on their nerves. That way you bypass us completely. That's what you have to understand about a Sigma. We watch life and then we react to what we see. Next, humility. What do I mean by humility? Sigma males set personal goals in their brain and they wake up and chase them every day. So let's say if I woke up this morning and I say, you know what, I'm going to film 5 videos today and I'm not going to be happy till I film 5 videos. A Sigma male will continue to work all day till he films 5 videos. A good day is if he films 6 when he only meant to film 5. But if we film 4 and not 5, we live with self-humility. What do I mean by self-humility? Chances are we're going to wake up the next day and film 7 videos and not go to sleep until we get that done. What I mean to say this, a Sigma male is never trying to gain success to impress other people or get gratification from other people. We're out to impress ourselves so we don't feel humiliated that we could not chase our own dreams. So you have to understand, we're always challenging our brain. We're always saying, all right, we want to do this. I'm going to do that. Nothing's going to stop me. All right, I'm going to do this. I want to do that. That's what
He's given a lot of good points about what Sigma males are. Shout out to Anthony Spade. Before we get to this third one, I definitely like the monikums of the what do they call it? What did he call it? The 3 principles of being a Sigma male, which was silence, humility, silence and humility. I like those 2 principles that Sigma males have because, and I guess I definitely would say I subscribe to. If I was subscribed to this, it'd be a Sigma. Silence, you're just reacting to what's going on around you, and it's true. These alpha males, they will try you, but if you're a Sigma male, you like being by yourself, then they will move on past you. And a lot of Sigmas, they also, able to stand on their own. So they will fight an alpha if they need to.
What isolation does to us. Isolation allows us to block out the rest of the world. Like, I don't want to be blocked off with, hey, Anthony, can you look at this? Hey, Anthony, can you look at that? Hey, Anthony, what about this? Hey, Anthony, what do you think about this? No, I got videos to film. I got things I got to do. I don't constantly want people around me because I need to be isolated in order to stay focused on where I want to go, to stay attached to my mental goal. Because if I don't achieve what I got to achieve, I'm going to feel humiliated to myself, not what other people are doing. This is why Sigma males don't tell people what we're going to do. We're the type of people that know us for 10, 20 years, and then they be like, oh my God, I didn't even know you did all that. People always discovering with me, yo, you make music, you do acting, oh, you play 4 different instruments, oh my God, you draw real good too, and you edit, and you're into cameras, and you was in the military, and you've been around the world, and you speak 3 languages. They're always like, what is it that he don't do? Or you trade stocks? That's what a Sigma does. We can name you things that we could prove to you that we've done. We're not the type of person we're not a woulda kid. The person that gets to a certain age of their life and they talk about what they woulda, coulda, and shoulda did with their life. No, we get up and make it happen. We're out to impress ourselves, but we have nothing to prove to you. Understand? No.
He's absolutely right. Sigma males just want to do their thing and make money, make income. And then when we see you, we're like, oh, they're like, oh, you do this? You do that? Like, yeah. You rap? Yeah. You do videos? Yeah. I do all that stuff. So Sigma males definitely like to isolate themselves and focus on themselves, which is pretty much like how we preach over here. Men operating in reality. Purge women out your life. Focus on yourself. Focus on your purpose. And that's and if you generally believe that, you are subscribed to the Sigma male side.
Nothing. Next, freedom. That's one thing that we love is freedom. This is why a lot of Sigmas do not take loans. A lot of Sigma males do not take loans unless it's just absolutely beneficial for us. I'm going to tell you that right now. We're the type of person that would have $1 million in the bank account and walk down the street looking like we got $2, and it won't bother us at all because we already know the psyche that comes from having nice things. Like majority of those options inside of a luxury car, you're never going to use. Most of y'all driving Range Rovers, you're never going to take it back roading. Most people that are driving the Bentleys and the Rolls Royce, you're never going to drive 200 miles an hour to where you actually need that size engine. You buy a Bugatti right now, most of these people are not going to the track to run it. We understand that we'll rent it for a day, enjoy it, be tired of it, and give it back. We don't need to go out and buy a whole bunch of things to compensate for what we're losing in the inside. We'd rather hold on to that and make sure it goes to a true investment. We firmly believe that a person who lives their life on credit cannot tell a person who lived their life on cash anything. So in a lot of cases, we pay cars off, we pay credit off, we pay IRS off because that's the only thing that's going to keep you free. Freedom is just not you being able to go home by yourself and not be in a relationship. That's not freedom. Freedom is when you don't have to be a slave for your lifestyle. That's the difference between an alpha and a sigma. An alpha always put themselves in debt just so they can look better than everybody else. But sigmas, we're the ones you're going to sell it to whenever you need to make your money back for little or nothing. This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully you're able to get the message and understand.
All right, shout out to Anthony Spade right there. He gave his definition for what a sigma male is, and I think, and like I said, this is where I heard the idea of a sigma male. So I figured I would show Anthony Spade and give his definition. Now you might live by your own definition of being a sigma male, but it's essentially that's what a sigma male is. Anthony Spade's 3 principles, which was silence, isolation, and freedom, which I definitely liked. So if you, I guess, subscribe to the whole alpha, beta, terminology, they are the sigma males. That is what a sigma male is right there. So we're going to continue with that. So now that we have the definition of a sigma male, obviously we have the people that want to go against sigma males and want to, shame sigma males and all that good stuff. You know how it is. and what's crazy is we get the sigma males usually get the most bashing from other men. That's what the crazy part is. We get our bashing from other men. So we see all. I was checking out on Twitter. I was on Twitter the other day, and this one guy on Twitter was really trying to say that sigma males, guys who want to be left alone, guys who want to do their own thing, focus on themselves, not bother chasing women, not bother dating. They want to say those type of men are part of the reading rainbow. And what's so funny to me is when people say stuff like that, when men and women try to shame men that want to just be by themselves, it's so funny to me because before, when men were obsessed with women, they were trying to tell men, you gotta learn how to leave these women alone. You gotta stop trying to chase these women. You're scaring women because you're obsessed with them. Now they will shame us. There's one video. I think I actually did a reaction video to this guy. He was trying to say that men are not obsessed with women, and it's weird. He was trying to say stuff like that. It's crazy to me that now that men are be like, okay, you told us not to leave y'all alone. We're not going to chase y'all. We're not going to bother y'all. Y'all feel uncomfortable. That's what y'all said. I bet I'll be by myself. Now all of a sudden, y'all try to shame us and say that that we're weirdos and all this stuff. But what's so funny to me is they act like being in a whole chasing women and that whole dating minefield is a great thing. And I'm going to show you some videos of what these guys have to go through. The ones that say they get all the women, the ones that say they get all the females. I have no problem with females. I have no problem with chasing women. I have no problem with being with women. I've never in my life not ever been with a woman. We're gonna show you what they go through. Now this is a skit. This is a skit, but I wanted to break this down because this goes to all the guys that say they got all the females. They have no problem with dealing with females. They have no problem with chasing women. I don't mind chasing women. I give her all my money. All right, let's see how it works out. Let's start with this video.
Hang out with your boys, you can't hang out with your own son.
I already gave you the money.
It don't matter. You're a dad now. The baby's here. I've had him.
The baby supposed to be with Jesus. I told you what to do.
It don't matter.
It don't matter, bro. You had the
dad.
baby. You take care of your responsibilities. If you man enough to have sex with my sister, you man enough to take care of the baby. What's your problem, bro? But what's good with your bro?
All right, so let's break this down. And yes, this is a skit. This is a skit. This is the first problem you have to deal with these modern women right here.
Hang out with your boys, you can't hang out with your own son.
I gave you the money.
It don't matter.
You're dealing with the insubordinate chick who is not your wife, who has your baby, and you're not married to her at all. And you still even in the same city. What are you even doing, bro? What are you even doing, bro? You still staying in the same spot. Come on, man. You can't even be around your own child. Okay, this neither here nor there. But you're not married to this woman. You impregnated her, and she had your child. Now you're stuck with this woman for life. You're stuck with this woman for life, and you have to deal with her like this. Because you don't want to be a father. This is the guy that tells you I get all the women. I chase all the women down. He does stuff like this. And of course, the modern woman, she's promiscuous nowadays. So she let him smash without acquiring a ring, without requiring him of doing anything. She gave it up for free. These are the guys that say that I get it for free. But you're still paying at the long end. Because the modern woman is going to get child support from you. Going to garnish your wages. But these are the guys that shame. These are the guys that want to shame MGTOW Sigma men, because we want to be left alone and not have to chase women and deal with this type of stuff.
You're a dad now. The baby's here. I've had him.
The baby supposed to be with Jesus. I told you what to do.
It don't matter.
That don't matter, bro. You had the baby. You take care of your responsibilities. If you married.
And here comes, and he looks like the best friend. He looks like the rainbow best friend. That always love to step into people's businesses. We're gonna play his little speech. And again, this is what these guys have to deal with. Now look at the caption. He gave her $500 for an abortion. So even then, even if he smashed for free, he still had to pay $500 because she got pregnant. So he still threw money away. Even if she went through it and took even if she went through it, he still would have had a loss at least $500.
That don't matter, bro. You had the baby. You take care of your responsibilities. If you man enough to have sex with my sister, you man enough to take care of the baby. What's your problem, bro?
First of all, she didn't want to open up her legs. He didn't manipulate her to do anything. Now he has to be man enough. Yo, she should have been woman enough to close her legs and get a ring from this guy. But she wasn't thinking. Women are the gatekeepers to sex. So it's her fault for him smashing. Now, I'm not taking all the blame from him because he needs to take care of his child, but that's her fault for having his child. She should have got that ring first.
But this is what's good with your
All right. That's the guy that tells you he got no problem with women. I have women around me. That's the guy that tells you that he gets all the women around town. That's what he has to deal with. That's what he has to deal with, fellas. And they the ones that shame us like, hey, you can't get no girls. Oh, you just mad because you can't get girls. All craziness. But this is what he has to go through. So we're going to play another video real quick. Let me just get it teed up for you. All right. Oh, I think I just lost it. I had it ready and everything. Hold on. Shoot, I think we'll move on to a different video then. Let me get it set up for you guys. The next video's all right. All right. This is for the guys that that gets themselves a girl. They try to be the nice man. They try to be the good guys. And unfortunately, they get played.
With the $300 coming on my account. Talk to me right now. And
I've
you
been
all
helping
lie.
Dante while he's locked up for me.
Dante?
Yes.
Your ex?
And my friend of 15 years.
Oh. Why is you sending your ex $300 of my money every week, Yolanda?
He don't have nobody to help him right
That's
now.
a grown man. What the hell you mean?
Okay, and I'm his friend. If he needs my help, I'm gonna be there for
What do
him.
you need help with $300 a week for, Yolanda?
To survive.
Survive what?
In prison.
What the? Wait, what?
Yeah,
Dante is locked up,
Yes, just temporarily.
and you sending it. You sending a felon
don't do
$300
Everybody
a
makes
week of
mistakes.
my money.
It's not perfect, bro.
Ain't nobody perfect.
That's
when you sure ain't good.
crazy.
Matter of fact, you ain't nothing at all to me no more. Why is
And
you
the
sending
fact that you're
$300?
recording this right now.
Just
Why
so
are you
I can
making
know
a big
you're a
deal
scam-
out of this? What's
You're
the
a
point of
scandalous
this?
woman. You're
Yo, this is what you guys have to go through if you decide to deal with a modern woman nowadays. This is the guy that's telling you, oh, all you gotta do is find yourself a good woman, pay all the bills, and you will have a happy life. This is what he has to go through. Dealing with a woman like this, modern women.
scandalous. That's right. And I'm putting you on live. Everybody finna see this.
Well, all right, since you want to make a show, whatever, bro. This is dumb.
No,
as
I'm finna
fuck.
make a real show.
You have the money, Chris.
What money? The money I have is
So he's talking about he has the money, so that gives her the right to give it to her ex-boyfriend who's in prison. And this is what we tell you about these modern women, guys, that have male friends, for one, and for two, they love dealing with Pookie and Ray Ray. The guy is in prison, but she still helps him out. A friend of 15 years. Yo, stop dealing with these modern women like this. And then, but you guys marry them though. You marry them, you date them, you marry them, and then you get mad when they do stuff like this because these modern women feel entitled to your money. Not only do they feel entitled to your money, they also feel entitled to do whatever they want. They think because you as a man is lonely, they think because you as a man want a child, that their company is enough for them to ruin your life. Not just ruin your life, but take your money, take all your money and use it for whatever reason they want to use it for. Whatever reason. And then even when they break up, they feel entitled to everything you own. Because, oh, I spent my time with him. And they act like the time wasn't reciprocated.
It's for us. For us. I thought you loved me. That's why I proposed to you. That's why you got that ring on your finger. In fact, I don't even see it on your finger. What you do with that? Huh?
You tripping.
Huh? You sending them money without the ring on your finger so you can feel single or feel like you ain't doing nothing wrong, Yolanda? Talk to me because I talk back.
No, because I'm.
And this is what you guys have to go through. I had a friend that went through the same exact situation. Was going to get married to a girl he was really in love with, bought a house, got her a ring, and then one day she started walking around with no ring on her finger. No ring, walking around acting like a roommate. And then she over here like, I don't know, I have second thoughts about getting married. These are the women that you guys want to date and marry. You buy a house, you buy them a ring, you put yourself in debt, and then they come out and be like, I'm having second thoughts. And then when I say, men need to leave these modern women alone, you then try to use shaming tactics to prove your case. But all I have to do is just press play on a Facebook video to show you why it is not favorable for men and why you should ignore it like the plague.
I'm not finna do this with you.
No, you finna do this. You finna do this. You wrong for what you've been doing.
You never here with me.
I'm always here to make this house.
Oh, she used that. You are never here with me excuse. That is the craziest thing. That is always the craziest thing because in order for him to pay for her lifestyle, she's potentially a child. A child. You have to pay for her lifestyle. You have to pay all the bills. You are not going to be at the house. A guy who has to go through that is not going to be at the house 24/7. These modern women, they want you to. This is why they want a man that makes six figures, or they want a man that's a boss or whatever. It's because they want a man who has everything, time, energy, the money, so they could spend whatever they want on her. This is why they want to marry a guy that makes six figures. But the problem is they don't qualify. But the crazy thing is, even when they do qualify, they still mess it up. They still mess it up and think they can do whatever they want because that guy wants to be with her. And don't realize there's work behind it.
Yolanda, I got this house. It's your job to make it a home. The only thing I ask for you is loyalty and respect. You can't even honor that. You don't make a meal. You don't clean around. All you do is try to get yourself new clothes.
You knew that I didn't cook.
And she doesn't care. He pays all the bills. He pays all the bills. Apparently he does the cooking and cleaning himself, or probably buys food. And what does she do? Nothing. They probably don't even have children. Again, this is what modern women want. They want to do nothing while you do all the work, and they act like they deserve it because they're women. That's not how it works, man. You actually have to do work for that position. A queen is not a queen just because she was born that way. She actually has to do work. You act like these queens don't get dethroned. Come on now.
You knew I didn't do none of that homemade this one.
You doing TikTok all the time.
I need y'all, brother.
You can't do a meal.
Right now,
To really embrace this concept. It's a very simple
You
concept.
could have came to
But,
me first of all.
see, a lot
to
of
take
y'all
$300
niggas
a
are
week out of my
disappointed.
account to send to someone who's locked up. No one that's going to be out of jail to come here, love you, hold you, touch you. That's my job,
Been
bro.
let down.
Honestly.
What you
And
mean?
you have been led to believe
You said this man is locked up.
that these hoes gonna be something.
No, the camera's staying on. Listen, America, this is what it looks like with a young black male trying to do right. Statistics, and now what am I happening with my life? It's all going bad right now. Do you see what this is? Save them.
Damn. This is the amount of women nowadays. She probably did lie to him. But let's just say he did know. This guy is a fool. This is the guy that says, oh, all you got to do is find yourself a good woman. This is the guy that says, oh, all you got to do is find yourself a good woman, pay all the bills, take care of her, do her right, be nice, and then she will love you forever. This woman virtually does nothing. Nothing at all. And she still tries to shame him. She disrespects him. She's insubordinate. She uses his money for a guy who she smashed when she was a kid. And what the crazy thing is, she's really feeling entitled. That she feels no shame whatsoever.
It's all going bad right now. Do you see what this is? Save them. I was trying to be righteous. That's what I was trying to be. I was trying to be a man of God. But I see you down my house.
You can't be righteous to a woman that hates God. She does not love God. You can tell by that already, because the way she's being disrespectful, the way she's talking down to him like that, you can't be righteous to a modern woman like this. You can't.
I'm gonna be a man of God, but I see you down my house. Yeah, get your out my house. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got.
And that is what you men have to deal with. That is what you men have to deal with. Those are the guys that say, "Oh, all you got to do is be a good man. I take care of mine. I'm a good man. I take care of my family. I pay all the bills." You got to make sure your girl don't do nothing. She don't even cook and clean. But yeah, you respect us as Sigma males, MGTOW men, to get into that type of situation where a woman is disrespectful and I'm in debt, house in a ring. Come on, man. Let's continue. Man breaks up with his girlfriend because her son's bad.
Trying to teach him right from wrong. Look at- Man, give me this gun, dog.
Nigga, no.
What you mean? What you say?
I said, nigga, no.
That's what.
So you gonna break up with me
Man, he
because
think this
of
shit
my
funny, man.
child?
Listen, I'm
He's
trying
just a
to work with you,
child.
man. He's bad, dog.
He just need a little guidance, man.
man,
Like,
so
don't.
wise down.
That's a petty reason to break
Man, I
up with
can't do
somebody.
what
I ain't
you
gonna
know,
lie.
this is too much.
How? Oh, why
Your
over
kids.
a
It's too
10-year-old?
fucking- your kid is
Over
too
a
fucking
10-year-old.
Where's that?
Over
I
a
can't do
10-year-old.
this. Stick with
Over
my
a 10. Okay.
Dog, he's bad. He
Right.
bad.
Okay,
Look,
but that's not no reason to break up with nobody.
I can't do it no more, man.
So
Of course she gonna say that because she already know that she gonna have to do the work by herself if he breaks up with her. And now she's trying to shame him by putting him on camera. This is the guy that says, "Oh, I could be stepdaddy. She's so bad, I could be the stepdaddy. She is so bad, I could be the stepdaddy. Oh, I don't care if she got a 10-year-old. She bad."
So you gonna
Bro,
throw, you gonna
figure out that, man. I'm done.
so you just gonna throw all
Yeah.
these years down the drain?
Yep.
So why'd you break?
This is the type of chick that be like, "Oh, she bad. Oh, she light skinned. She bad." Knowing full well this is what she look like without the makeup. Without the makeup. And she not outside without the hair done, without the makeup. This is what she look like. Oh, she bad. She bad. Oh, I could be the stepdad. I could take care of her son. I don't give a damn. This is the guy that says he could be the stepdad and take care of the family. Oh, I'm not this dad. I'm not the stepfather. I'm the father that stepped up.
Breaking up with me.
Look at your son,
Why?
man. Look, man.
Why? Okay, so you gonna break up with me because of my son?
I was trying to teach him right from wrong. Look at- Man, give me this gun, dog.
And this and this is why you don't date single mothers, fellas. This is why you do not date single mothers. You have to deal with a bad child who's insubordinate, and all these childs that is not yours, they will be insubordinate towards you. I don't give a damn how you feel. I don't give a damn how much money you pay. I don't give a damn what you go through with the woman. These children that are not biologically yours, they will always play with you. They will always be insubordinate. They will not listen to you guys. You have to deal with not just that, you have to deal with her putting her child ahead of you, so you won't even be the head of the household. The son or the daughter will be the head of the household. Well, actually, if it's the daughter, she's gonna be the head. The mom's gonna be the head of the household. She's not gonna put the son, but the daughter. But if she has a son, she's gonna make the son the head of the household, while you will be in the background, expected to pay the bills and be quiet, get nothing in return, but some used up peace leave. If she decides she wants to do that, because you know how women nowadays love to leverage sex.
Nigga, no.
What you mean? What you say?
I said, nigga, no.
That's what.
So you gonna break up with me
Man, he think
because
this shit
of my
funny, man.
child?
Listen,
He's just
And they want to say, "Oh, you're just playing around." Nah, you don't know how aggravating that could be. When a child act insubordinate and do not listen. How do you expect us to take care of the household if these children do not listen? And then when something happens, we get blamed for it. It's not even just the child gets hurt or something like that. You also take the brunt of the blame. They're not going to blame the mother. They're going to blame the man. Boy, what are you doing as a man?
just a child.
He's bad, dog.
She just need a little guidance, man.
Hey,
Like,
so
don't. That's a petty reason to break
Man, I
up with
can't do
somebody.
what
I ain't
you
gonna
do, man.
lie.
This is too much,
How?
man.
Oh, why
Your
over
kids.
a
It's
10-year-old?
your kid is
Over
too
a
fucking bad.
10-year-old.
Yes, he should have never dated you in the first place. Yo, this is exactly why these single mothers cannot find themselves a man or a date or none of that. None of that. because they forget. They act like the man should just take care of another man's child like that. This is not back in the day when men used to go to war. That's the crazy part. They want men to still be traditional, but these women are not being traditional themselves. But here she is complaining, oh, you're leaving me over a 10-year-old? That's petty. And then these modern women will leave a man because he's boring. Oh, looks like looks like my sound. Okay. That was weird. My sound got switched up for some reason.
Over a 10-year-old. Over a 10. Okay.
No, he bad.
Right. Okay, but that's not no reason to break up with nobody.
Yes, it is. She's only saying this. She's only saying this because she don't want to do the work herself. She's only saying this because she don't want to be a single mother and have to take all the brunt of the work. He was probably paying all the bills. He was probably paying all the bills. Oh, my Facebook is exploding. And with that, took a lot of weight and responsibility from her. Now he's thinking about leaving her, and she wants to shame him online, trying to say, "Oh, you're gonna break up somebody with over a 10-year-old child? That's petty." That is not petty at all. You want to put more responsibility on the men, but you want to take responsibility of cooking, cleaning, doing the housework, catering to your man. You don't want to do none of that.
Nobody.
I can't do it no more, man.
So you gonna
figure out that, man. I'm done.
So you just gonna throw all these years down the drain?
Yes, he gonna throw all those years down the drain. He was an idiot for dealing with you in the first place. But again, this is the men. This is the men that tell you, "Oh, I could be the stepdad." This is the men that tell you, that shame you. So you know what? Nah, I'm good. I don't want to be a father to nobody else's kid. And you be like, "Oh man, you just can't get no woman." I could definitely be a stepdad. I could definitely be the stepdad. You just have problems with women. You say this because you have problems with women. You know how to be a real man. A real man take care of another man's children. Yeah, all right. That's how you want to. That's how you want to do this. That's how you want to do this. All right, guys. Let's continue. We are going to shout out to Red Pill Awareness for posting up this video.
I loved your son like he was my son. And today, I just felt like my
man, goddamn. First of all, guys, you guys need to stop dealing with these single mothers, man. Stop dealing with these single mothers. You go, jeez, man. You guys go and waste your time. You guys go and waste your time dealing with these women that made irresponsible decisions and had a child out of wedlock. You, as a nice guy, go in there and think that because you're the father that stepped up, that she will love and respect you. And these modern women still be sleeping with the baby father. They will still sleep with the baby father, even though he don't take care of the child. And then you guys come on here and then talk about, you shame the men that don't want to deal with that. You shame the men. You tell them, oh, you you just can't get women. You're an incel. They call you an incel. They say, oh, you have problems with women. You must be dejected all the time, and now you hate women. No, we actually see what's going on. We see the problems. And we would rather have peace instead of dealing with that crap. Instead of having going to child support, instead of having created a bond with a child that can be taken away at a moment's notice.
My whole life was ripped apart. Like, you let people disrespect me. Not once have I disrespected you. And ever since.
And this guy's crying. Look at the tears. This guy is crying. When he finally, these guys will be the same one that will shame you and say all that stuff. And then he goes through it and he'll hit you back up like, yo, my bad, man. You were right. My bad, man. You were right. I told you before you got into the situation. I tried to save you, my boy, but you wanted to shame me. You wanted to tell me. Now, I'm not talking about this man in general. I don't know this guy personally. I'm just saying it's usually close friends that usually shame you when you start talking this MGTOW, Sigma, Red Pill, whatever. They will shame you and say, oh, you have problems with women. I never had problems with women. Then 2 months later, they will hit you back up and then they're like, and then they have video like this, crying online, like, I'm sorry, man. You were definitely right. They put you on a new Red Pill content. They talk about fresh and fit and all that stuff.
I started expressing my feelings about how I felt and how you made me feel. All of a sudden, I was the problem. I don't care about that. I just wanted you to see that you was hurting me.
I'm done with life, and it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault. I'm done. I'm killing myself. I'm done.
Women love to say that it's your fault, no matter what. If the relationship breaks down, it's your fault. You weren't attentive enough. You weren't around enough. You didn't make enough money. You didn't work hard enough. You're too comfortable. It's always Jermaine's fault. Always. And then they will go sleep around. They will create children out of wedlock. They will be insubordinate. They will cause irreparable damage. They will take your money from you. And then say it is all your fault.
Come to find out, she was cheating on me the whole time. Now I feel very weak for making this video. I was over here crying, really thinking I'm the problem, really thinking I'm this and that. She was telling me insecure about the guys she was hanging out with and the guys that was her friend. Come to find out, she was smashing one of her friend guys the whole time. And
damn, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. She has male friends. First of all, she's a single mother. Second of all, she has male friends. And then these are the guys that try to say, "Oh, you're an incel. You have problem. You just have problems attracting women." But these are the women y'all dealing with. Single mothers that still deal with their baby daddy, that have male friends, that work these jobs, probably in OnlyFans. Those are the type of women that y'all want to promote and say that, oh, you just can't attract a woman. I've never been without a woman.
And then the dude told me last night, and the mama told me. So look, here go the live right here.
It's the thing up.
Yo, so why you keep saying I should have did something? What about your daughter? Why you keep saying me?
I'm gonna be real honest with you. You got played, Mark. You got played.
I'm done. My children is dead. I'm done with life, And it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault. I'm done. I'm killing myself. I'm done.
So the mom knew. So the mom and the girl was trying to shame him and say it was his fault. But the mom knew that he was getting played. She knew it. She knew it.
got played.
Damn.
This just bottom line, you got played.
It happens to the best of us,
And you
though,
ain't,
Mark.
look, you ain't the first.
And then they trying to make it sound like it's just happened to the best of us, you know. Oh, it just happens. Men get play all the time.
It does. It definitely
So you
does.
have to understand that. And I don't want to tell my daughter business because it's not her business for me to tell.
And that was my ex-mama talking about she don't want to tell her daughter business. You told your daughter business. You told me I was getting played at the last minute. You could have, like, I don't know what you could have did, but you knew your.
I love Joseph.
Man, oh man. And then you have to go through all this chaos. You have to go through all that chaos because you want to deal with women on a daily fashion. You want that feminine energy so much around you that you will deal with a modern woman who is a single mother, I might add you, who is a single mother. She going around with her quote unquote male friends. Even her mama knew that he was getting played. All right, we're gonna continue on. Now this is gonna be a sad story right here. We're gonna talk about a football player by the name of Brian Banks. What he had to go through dealing with. Now at his time, he was. I think it was in the early 2000s, but we'll have the story speak for itself. But we're going to talk about Brian Banks and what he had to go through dealing with the modern woman and dealing with women. Those are the type of guys, you know, with the quote unquote alphas. I'm not trying to shame this guy because he did go through a lot, but these are the alpha males, quote unquote, that try to say they smashing every chick. Every chick they try to smash, you know, every chick they see is, oh, I'm able to smash this chick. I can smash every chick I want. Then they shame you because you don't want to smash no chick like that. You don't want to go around and because you know there's trouble. It could be trouble behind that. This is the beginning of, this is before #MeToo, but this was still happening back before then.
Little more than a decade ago, Brian Banks was a star linebacker at Polytech High School in Long Beach, California, a well-known football powerhouse that sent dozens of players to the National Football League. He was being recruited by the best college teams in the nation, dreaming of an NFL career of his own. But then, in the course of a single afternoon, his life changed forever. And eventually, the 17-year-old landed in Chino State Penitentiary for raping and kidnapping a female classmate. However, even though he pled no contest, we now know that Brian was innocent. It's a story that 60 Minutes has been following for close to a year. And as you're about to hear, almost nothing about Brian Banks' story, beginning, middle, or end, is what you'd expect.
The story will continue in a moment.
There you go. Last May, like every other team in the National Football League, the Seattle Seahawks held a spring mini training camp for players with hopes of making the roster in the fall.
Sorry for the grainy picture, guys. I think it's the video itself. So just to put that little caveat there.
Go, quick, on time, let's go.
Amid the many long shots, one player in the number 43 jersey stood out because Brian Banks had not played organized football in 10 years.
To have my name on the back of this jersey, to be a part of this team for a day, it's more than I could ever imagine.
The last time Brian played football, he was in high school. and he was so good that as a sophomore, scouts from USC had spotted him at a camp. And soon the team's head coach, Pete Carroll, got in touch.
I received a phone call from Coach Carroll, and we're offering you a chance to come play for us. And I gave him a verbal agreement saying I'd love to.
Everything seemed to be lining up for Brian until one day at school, he was hanging out with a girl he'd known for years. Her name was Juanetta Gibson. What happened next changed the...
Oh, and this is for the Hope strategists, guys. This is for the Hope strategists, guys, that love to say, oh, she's my best friend. She's my best friend. She will never do this to me. I've known her for years. The quality is unbearable. Oh, sorry, man. I don't know the 60-minute video. They didn't put it on there. Whoever uploaded this didn't do a good job. But
changed the course of Brian Banks' life forever.
This is for the guy that says, "Oh, I've known the girl since forever." I've known this girl for a long time. She would never do this to me. Yeah, well,
this area and pretty much began making out. We kissed, we touched, but we never had sex.
No argument.
No argument. We actually ended on a good note where I was making jokes and she smiled and everything just seemed normal. Everything seemed okay.
But it wasn't. By the end of the day, Brian Banks was sitting in jail, charged with 2 counts of forcible rape and kidnapping Juanetta Gibson. He was kicked off the football team and expelled from school. With all hope of a scholarship and NFL career suddenly vanished.
That's the crazy part. A single afternoon, his life turned upside down. He lost everything he worked hard for over dealing with a modern girl at the time. And again, this is before #MeToo. This is before social media and all that type of stuff. And women have been lying about this stuff for decades before. We all know stories. We can pull up stories any day of the week. We can pull up stories any day of the week. These women lying on men for whatever reason.
The only thing he could do was fight for his innocence. And the only person who was in his corner was his mother, Leomi Myers, who sold her house and car to pay for a lawyer.
I consider it doing what a mother should do.
Initially, Brian's prospects appeared to be looking up. DNA samples from the LA County Sheriff's Office came back negative, as he insisted they would. Unable to make $1 million bail, Brian waited for a trial for a year behind bars. As his day in court approached, Brian says that his lawyer feared that he wouldn't get a fair trial based on his age, size, and race. So she, an African-American herself, convinced Brian to plead no contest to a crime he insisted he didn't commit.
Oh, man. That was a black woman, too. God damn. Oh, my goodness. See, fellas, this is also for your black queen, my black queen, fellas. This is also for y'all. They will lead you astray. A black woman. She said, "Oh, this is not going to be fair. So why don't you just plead no contest and take the L?" And again, this is all black women that's conspired against him. The only one that's behind him is his mother. The black girl, she lied on him. The lawyer, she told him to take a deal, which was a terrible deal. And now he's going to prison for a crime he did not commit.
His plea meant he'd avoid a possible 41 years in prison. But he was agreeing to a deal that included a sentence of anywhere from 18 months to 5 years. And Brian received the maximum.
I remember leaving that courtroom and going back into a holding cell and just being angry at the world.
In addition to the criminal prosecution of the case, Juanetta Gibson sued the school system for a...
Hold on.
for a lack of security, winning a $1.5 million settlement. In 2007, after
Wait,
5 years at
hold
Chino
on.
State
Let
Prison,
me rewind that
system
back.
for a lack of security.
Let me rewind that back.
And
She
going
did
back
what?
into a holding cell and just being angry at the world.
In addition to the criminal prosecution of the case, Juanetta Gibson sued the school system for a lack of security, winning a $1.5 million settlement. In 2007,
God
after
damn! So she won. Oh my goodness! So she won $1.5 million for lying. That's crazy. That is crazy. She lies, ends up putting this man into prison. He loses all his scholarship, and she gets rewarded for lying. See, this is a lesson for y'all. Believe all women. Black women are queen goddesses. This is a lesson for y'all men, because y'all will believe, and y'all so damn dumb that you believe anything a woman says. She says one thing, y'all don't sit there and be like, this don't sound right. Let's investigate a little bit. Y'all don't sit and wait for all the facts. Then a man goes to prison, loses everything, and you give this woman $1.5 million for lying. Damn. Yo. And then when y'all get played, y'all want to get mad after y'all get played. Y'all want to be like, oh, she maybe if you would have investigated instead of just believe all women and waited for the facts, you probably wouldn't have got played.
5 years at Chino State Prison, Brian finally got out of jail at age 22 after serving 85% of his sentence. But he was still required to wear an electronic monitoring bracelet and for the rest of his life, register as a sex offender wherever he lived. Then last year came a turn he never could have expected, when one day, searching for work online, he got a friend request on his Facebook page. It was Juanetta Gibson.
Oh,
the
hell
same woman
no.
who accused him of
Hell no. Wow, that's crazy. So she literally, she literally added this dude back on Facebook after lying on this man. Lying. Let's continue the video.
The request. Instead, I sent a message to her, and my message asked her, "Why would you friend request me?" And she replied back that she was hoping that we could allow bygones to be bygones.
Yo, are you serious right now? We can let bygones be bygones? Yo, you sent me to prison. What do you mean bygones be bygones? She act like it was just, oh, we had a disagreement and stopped talking to each other. You sent me to prison. I lost the scholarships that I was trying to get. My life was going up, and then you lied. Not only that, you made $1.5 million off of my pain, and then you want me to be bygones? That is crazy. Oh, man. I tell you, these modern women are cooked. They're crazy. But this goes to all you quote unquote alpha males that want to say, "Oh, all you gotta do is just sleep a smash and dash, pump and dump." Oh, I have no problem attracting women. Oh, nothing's gonna happen if you don't do anything, dude. They can lie on you just because your life is going a certain way, and they're jealous. This is crazy. And then they try to come back to you, and I'll be like, let's let the bygones be bygones. You know, I didn't mean it. When you get ostracized, when you lose everything, lose all your money, lose your reputation, you know, let's get bygones be bygones. No responsibility whatsoever.
He was really adamant about wanting to see me and wanting to hang out. It wasn't about wanting to help. It was more of wanting to reconnect, hang out. You know, what you been up to? What are you doing tonight? What are you doing tomorrow? Let's hang out.
Brian was in disbelief, but he also knew instantly what kind of opportunity this might be. And with the help of her friend's
That
father,
could have been way
a
worse.
private investigator, they set
Honestly, that could have been way worse. She might have been trying to set him up. You just never know. You just never know what goes on with these minor women nowadays.
up a meeting with hidden cameras. You were surprised that she showed up?
Very much surprised.
My address was 2315 Earl.
With the cameras rolling, Brian asked her for help in getting exonerated. And here's how she responded.
I mean, I'll go through with helping you, but it's like at the same time, all that money they gave us, gave me, I don't want to have to pay it back, all that, because that will take a long time.
Of course. Bad money management. And of course, she don't want to go around being known as a liar. She don't want to be going on being known as a liar, and she don't want to pay the consequences for her actions. She rather keep up with the lie instead of helping a man that she lied upon, who ruined his life, who she ruined his life. She'd rather do that instead of taking the consequence.
Though Juanetta admitted to not wanting to give back the money she won in her civil lawsuit against the school, she was willing to meet a second time. And it was then that Brian and the investigator worked to get the ultimate admission on tape.
He's accused of rape. He's accused of kidnapping. Yeah, and I need to just hear it from you, those things, and I'll put it all on a piece of paper, and then I'll meet up with you, and we can go from there.
So you want me to say it now?
Yeah, and so I can rape you.
No, he did not.
Did he kidnap you?
No.
So got it. The truth is out.
That's crazy.
The truth is out. Honestly, wanted to just stand up and walk out of there. There was nothing else to talk about.
Brian Banks, case number N80-54901.
And with the help of the California Innocence Project, Brian took the taped confession to the district attorney's office, who viewed the new evidence, met with Juanetta Gibson, and then agreed to recommend to the judge that Brian be exonerated.
The people's motion to dismiss this case pursuant to section 1385.
Anything else?
Nothing.
At that moment, a 10-year nightmare was over for both Brian and his mother.
I wanted to scream
10 years.
and shout for joy. I just slouched in my chair and cried. I was just so happy, so happy. He was free because he wasn't free before. You're not free when you have an ankle bracelet on your ankle. It's like you're shackled. You're not free when you can't go to a park or you can't go to your niece's birthday party because of other kids are around. You're not free. Just to see him in the courtroom and the way he responded. This is the best news I've ever had. The best news that I've ever had. And I'm just so thankful to God that he's free.
Outside the courtroom, Brian and his defense team celebrated. And Deputy District Attorney Daniel Ferreira explained the court's decision.
We believe the recantations of the witness. We do not believe Mr. Banks did the crime that he pled guilty to, and therefore justice has been served.
No, it has not. This dude had to fight for 10 years for his reputation, his whole entire life over a lie. And there's no justice that's being served because he paid the ultimate price. Not the ultimate price. He did pay with his life, his livelihood, his peace of mind over a kiss. Yo, over a kiss. And they don't. I don't know that she gave a reason as to why she lied, as to what happened, because she knew him for years. She even tried to reconnect with him. So it makes no sense as to why she would lie on him like that with malice or what kind of ill intent she had. But again, that is for the guys that want to say, "Oh, I have no problem attracting women." Cool, you got no problem attracting women, but you also have a problem. You got a problem where they lie. They can lie on you, say you did whatever you might say that you've done whatever because they're mad at you or whatever reason. You could be having a good life, and all they have to do is say you did something to them real quick. It's over for you. It is over for you. But then unfortunately, you guys still go through. You guys still want to chase these minor women. You guys still want to waste your time. You guys want to go through all these struggles and then want to get mad when a guy says, "Nah, I don't want to go through that. I'm done trying to date. I'm done trying to chase women." You want to shame those type of men. Ridiculous. All right. We're going to end the stream here. I appreciate you guys coming through. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, hit that notification bell so you know next time I drop, as well as if you want to help grow this page monetarily, you can donate to the Cash App and PayPal. It'd be much appreciated. All right. I will talk with y'all soon. Peace.
Parte del cuerpo, tú haces que mi vida tenga más sentido. Haces que yo quiera estar contigo. Tú eres como el agua cara que llueve del cielo. Cabrón. Te quiero porque quiero que me quieras, porque como tú no hay nadie más que me pueda entender.
Chinga, qué pedo. Tranquilo, güey. Tranquilo, güey, tranquilo.
Con mis deseos en cuestión de piel.
Tranquilo, güey, tranquilo ya.
When you're on a date, when you're on a date, who should pay?
I know. I mean, that's what I told them. You know, I'm sorry.
But-
I would say I'm dating. We're dating.
But here's the.
Gentleman here.
Okay, he's supposed to pay.
Yeah. That's
You're
what I told them.
but you're supposed to have sex with him whenever he says.
No. Whenever Walt.
Where does this double standard come from? I'm sorry, it's the reality. You guys you can moan at it all you want, but the moment you say to a guy, "You have to fucking pay for my time," you're saying this relationship isn't equal. This relationship isn't equal. My time is worth more than yours, so you should pay for it. I wonder what paradigm that sets up.
Can we ask the zodiac signs real quick?
Oh my God, no, bro.
Please.
No, bro.
Can
That
we
shit
guess?
does not matter.
Yes?
It is not
Yeah,
true,
guess.
bro.
I like when people guess.
Yes. Okay. How do y'all feel when girls be saying that though?
I feel like a lot of the shit that you say is gonna be in fucking valid. That's exactly what because it's like this. If you wanted to guess my sign and I told you, you say, "Oh, I think you're a Cancer," and I'd be like, "No, I'm a Taurus."
Are you?
Yes, I'm a Taurus. Do I act like a Taurus?
You do.
I do?
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking Taurus.
Talk about this because you really can't be a man of value or consequence if you're out here moving sexually irresponsible. We're gonna get into it. Jumping in all kind of freaky situations, not understanding the long-term possible ramifications to your brand, dropping babies all over the place, mishandling situations with people you're having consensual sex with, ghosting women after you hook up. Hello?